Hi to everyone, welcome to NCS channel. My name is Naresh, chemistry lecturer. Today I would like to discuss 10 important questions from oxacids of sulphur. 10 important questions from oxacids of sulphur. In previous video we have discussed that how to write formulas and structures of oxacids of sulphur by using simple tricks. Now in this video we discuss certain important questions from oxacids of sulphur. Now first question is, in the following, the oxyacid with peroxy bond is. In the following, the oxyacid with peroxy bond is. They are given some acids. We have to find out in which acid a peroxy bond is present. Peroxy bond is present. Peroxy bond means O bond O is called peroxy bond. O bond O is called peroxy bond. Now H2S2O5. H2S2O5. So this is called disulfuric acid. And the structure is SW bond O, SW bond O, OH. OH and double bond O. It is a disulfuric acid. Now H2S2O6. H2S2O6. It is a dithionic acid and the structure is SW bond O, SW bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, and S bond S. It is a dithionic acid. It is also does not contain a peroxy bond. Now coming to H2S2O7, it is a disulfuric acid. And the structure is SW bond O, OH, OH, so double bond O, SOS linkage. So it also does not contain a peroxy bond. Now coming to H2SO8, it is a peroxy disulfuric acid. So peroxy means it contains a peroxy bond, 1C. It can, and the structure is SW bond O, OH, OH, double bond O and double bond O, remaining two oxygen atoms, O bond O. It contains O bond O. It is a peroxy bond. So H2S2O8, it is called peroxy disulfuric acid. So it contains a peroxy bond. The answer is D. Now coming to second question. Commercial name of peroxy disulfuric acid. So options: Marshall's acid, Carrow's acid, Oleum, fuming sulfuric acid. So peroxide disulfuric acid is called Marshall's acid. So Carrow's acid is a peroxy monosulfuric acid. Acid is called Carrow's acid and the formula is H2SO5. Oleum, it is a fuming sulfuric acid. Is called oleum and the formula is H2S2O7. It is also called disulfuric acid. So Marshall's commercial name of peroxide disulfuric acid is called Marshall's acid and the formula is H2S2O8. The answer is A. Now coming to question number 3. Oxidation state of sulfur in H2S2O8. Peroxide disulfuric acid. It is a peroxide disulfuric acid and the structure is, it contains 2 SO groups and 2 H groups common, and remaining 4 oxygen atoms exist like this, and 2 oxygen atoms. So oxygen state. Hydroxide, we have to find out oxygen state of sulfur. Hydroxide means it contains -1 and double bond O -2 and double bond O -2 and single bond O -1. The total is -6 and so the oxygen state of sulfur is +6. Now coming to this sulfur, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, double bond O -2, single bond O -1. So the total is -6, so the oxygen state is +6. So the answer is B. Now coming to question number 4. Which of the following ions possess SOS bond? So S2O3 2 negative. It is coming from H2S2O3. The name is thiosulfuric acid. And the structure is S1S OH double bond O. It does not contain SOS bond. Now coming to SO4 2 negative, it is coming from H2SO4 sulfuric acid and the structure is S double bond O, double bond O, OH. It is also does not contain SOS bond linkage. Now coming to S2O8 2 negative, it is coming from H2S2O8 and the structure is S double bond O, OH, double bond O, OO. So it is also does not contain, it contains SOOS bond linkage, but it does not contain SOS bond linkage. Now coming to H2SO7, S2O7 2 negative, it is coming from H2S2O7. It is the name of disulfuric acid, and the structure is S double bond O, S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, double bond O, SOS bond linkage. It contains SOS bond linkage. So S2O7 2 negative, it contains SOS bond linkage. So the name is, it is a disulfuric acid. Disulfuric acid. Now coming to question number 5. Identify the molecules which contains lone pairs of electrons on the sulfur atom. Now H2SO5, it is a peroxy monosulfuric acid, also called corrosive acid. The structure is S double bond O, double bond O, OH, OOH. It contains peroxide, that's why it is a peroxy monosulfuric acid. Now coming to H2SO8, it is a peroxide disulfuric acid, and the structure is S double bond O, S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, double bond O, OO. So now coming to H2SO7, it is a disulfuric acid. The structure is S double bond O, S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, double bond O. It is a SOS bond linkage. Now coming to H2SO3, sulfurous acid, S double bond O, OH, OH. Now find it. Already we know that sulfur belongs to 6th group. That means it contains 6 valence electrons. 6 valence electrons. Here sulfur is forming 6 bonds. The 6 electrons forming 6 bonds. Here also the sulfur is forming 6 bonds. Here also sulfur is forming 6 bonds. Here also sulfur is forming 6 bonds. Here also sulfur is forming 6 bonds. But here sulfur is forming only 4 bonds. Remaining two electrons exist as a one lone pair out of 6, because here sulfur belongs to 6th group. That means it contains 6 valence electrons. Out of 6 valence electrons, 4 electrons is forming 4 bonds, and the remaining 2 electrons exist as a one lone pair. So identify the molecules which contains lone pairs. Only sulfurous acid, H2SO3, is a sulfurous acid. It contains one lone pair. Now coming to question number 6. Volume is H2S2O7. H2S2O7 disulfuric acid. Disulfuric acid is called volume. It is a fuming sulfuric acid. Is called volume. Now coming to question number 7. Corrosive acid. Peroxy monosulfuric acid is called corrosive acid. Acid. Now coming to question number 8. Okay, now coming to question number 8. Which of the following has no SS bond? H2S2O4, it is a dithionous acid, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, OH. It is a structure of H2S2O4. It contains SS bond linkage. Now coming to H2S2O5, it is a disulfurous acid, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, OH. So double bond O. It is a disulfurous acid. Now coming to H2SO6, it is a dithionic acid, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O. It is a dithionic acid. Now coming to H2SO7, it is a disulfuric acid, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, and SOS bond linkage. Now which of the following has no SS bond? So all acids contains SS bond linkage except H2S2O7, that is disulfuric acid. It does not contain SS bond. It contains only SOS bond linkage. The answer is D. Now coming to question number 9. The oxide acid of sulfur, which contains 2 sulfur atoms in different oxidation states. So they given some acids. So we have to find out in which acid the 2 sulfur atoms have 2 different oxidation states. Now given fersulfuric acid. Fermonosulfuric acid also called fersulfuric acid. The formula is H2SO5. and the structure is this double bond O, yes, double bond O, OH, OOH, and the oxygen state is +6. Now coming to pyrosulfuric acid, disulfuric acid also called pyrosulfuric acid, and the formula is H2SO7, H2SO7, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, OH, double bond O, and SOS bond linkage. Now every sulfur contains +6 oxygen state, both sulfur atoms have same oxygen state. Now coming to hyposulfurous acid, dithionous acid also called hyposulfurous acid, and the formula is H2S2O4, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, and SS bond linkage. Now it has +3 oxygen state, it is also +3 oxygen state, both have same oxygen state. Now coming to pyrosulfurous acid, it is also called disulfurous acid, also called pyrosulfurous acid, and the formula is H2S2O5, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, double bond O, and SS single bond. Now double bond O means -2, OH means -1, total -5, and the oxygen rate is +5. Now coming to this sulfur, so -2, -1, total -3, and it has +3 oxygen state. It is +5 oxygen state. Two sulfur atoms have two different oxygen states. So the answer is pyrosulfurous acid. It is also called disulfurous acid. So it has two different oxygen states. The answer is A. Now coming to question number 10. Now coming to question number 10. In disulfurous acid, the oxidation states of sulfur can be disulfurous acid. So in before question we have discussed disulfurous acid. The formula is H2O5, and the structure is S double bond O, OH, double bond O, single bond. So the oxygen state is here +5, the oxygen state is here +3. So 5 and 3. The option is C. So in this way you can discuss these questions. I hope that all are understood this question. Thanks to all for watching my video.